You fool! Warren is dead. If you've heard the statement of that fool, Randolph Carter, you know I'm dead, but not how I died. Well, listen up and I'll tell you, as I can remember everything with perfect candor. You know how Carter and I took the Gainesville Pike into the big cypress swamp until, under a waning crescent moon, we came to the rank grass, moss, and curiously creeping weeds of the ancient cemetery in the damp, dank hollow. It was filled with the fetid stench of rotting tombstones and crumbling mausoleums. We each bore a spade and an electric lantern, with Carter carrying a coil of wire, while I held the portable telephone device. We stopped before a half-obliterated sepulchre, and without a word began to clear away the grass, weeds, and dirt from 3 immense granite slabs, with the slab nearest the ruined gravestone being the one I wanted. I began trying to pry it open with my spade, but it wouldn't budge. As that wanker Carter was standing around, doing nothing, as usual, I motioned to him to come help, and together our combined strength loosened the stone, which we raised and tipped to one side. This revealed a black aperture from which rushed a stench of miasmal gases, so nauseous that we started back in horror. It also disclosed the top of a flight of stone steps, dripping with some detestable ichor of inner earth, and bordered by moist walls encrusted with niter. I told that twit Carter, "I'm sorry to have to ask you to stay on the surface, but it would be a crime to let anyone with your frail nerves go down there. You can't imagine, even from what you have read and from what I've told you, the things I shall have to see and do. It's fiendish work, Carter, fiendish work, and I doubt if any man without ironclad sensibilities could ever see it through and come up alive and sane. I don't wish to offend you, and by Crom, I'd be glad enough to have you with me. But the responsibility is mine, and I couldn't drag a bundle of nerves like you down to probable death or madness. I tell you, you can't imagine what the thing is really like. But I promise to keep you informed over the telephone. You see, I've enough wire here to reach the center of the earth and back." Of course, Carter tried to argue with me in his usual half-assed manner, but I dominated him and quickly stopped his noise. Then, shouldering the coil of wire, I took my phone and disappeared down the steps of that indescribable ossuary. It was 666 steps, in fact. Carter kept pestering me with questions and stupid comments, but I told him to shut up and go jump in the Miskatonic. As I approached the bottom, everything became diffused in a fog of shifting orange and purplish light. And then I saw him, seated behind a desk and looking at me through smoked glasses. It was the Daemon Sultan, the blind idiot god, the lord of nighted chaos. It was a fat man in a dirty shirt wearing an orange toque. It was Azathoth. Azathoth. And I, Warren, was dead. I hope you will indulge today's upload, but it's my 666th video on this channel. 666 videos in 6 years. And I just would like to take a moment now to thank you all for your kindness and support over the last 6 years, particularly my friend Mortis Media for his promotion of this channel. Thanks again. I've enjoyed all your comments and even your thumbs down. Well, not really, but I kind of had to say that. But now, till midnight, cheers. And I promise, I'm not really dead. Maybe a little under the earth. I mean under the weather. But I'm not really dead. No.